Hey BFFs, how are you guys doing today? Well, I am trying to get my denominations right because it's the first of the month cash stuffing. So I'm trying to get all my denominations right that need to go in the envelopes. We're going to be stuffing $2,351 for our September monthly budget. If you're new here, welcome. My name's GiGi, and my husband and I we budget two ways. First of the month, hubby's retired military and I'm a disabled registered nurse, so we have that fixed income budget that we pay all of our bills and all of our variable expenses with the first of the month. And then hubby also works for our state, so we take that weekly check and budget for our sinking funds and things of that nature and stuff for those. So in today's video, we're gonna get some money into our binders because my envelopes are absolutely naked, because that's how it goes. We empty them out at the end of every month and stuff them at the beginning. So let's get into my office and let's get this $2,353 into some binders. So let's go. Okay guys, like I said, we're going to be cash stuffing for all of our monthly variable expenses and some of our sinking funds. So let's make sure we got the right amount. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, so 1,300, 1,300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 14, 20, 40, 60, 80, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80, 16, 20, 40, 60, 80, 17, 20, 40, 60, 80, 18, 20, 40, 60, 80, 19, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2,000. All right, so let's set that right there. We're gonna have 2,000, and then 2,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 21, 20, 40, 60, 80, 22, 20, 40, 60, 80, 23, so 2,300, plus 300, and this should be 53. So we got 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. So plus 53, and we are at 23.53, which is correct. So we get all our money in our cash tray and get some money in these naked binders. Y'all know that I love putting money in the binders, but y'all, I hate taking it out. Like, I absolutely hate taking it out. And that's not a good thing either, because that's what it's here for. Oh, we're gonna stuff our brown Louis V dupe first. So we're gonna get groceries. And groceries is gonna get its usual 700. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I told you guys, hubby and I debated on whether we were going to go back, we were going to bump our grocery budget up. And we decided not to. One, because I'm stubborn like that. I don't want to stuff more money into groceries. I'm like, no, like we'll just try to cut that budget somehow. But then the second, I'm thinking, well, I don't want to feel like a failure if my grocery, you know, if I don't keep my grocery budget in line. It's kind of my fault because I kind of knew in advance maybe that I might not meet that budget. So it's kind of that internal mind struggle of what to do versus what could happen, what might not happen. So we're gonna stick with the 700 for now. And I'm just going to meal plan more carefully. As a matter of fact, what we planned for the coming week is I've planned to get a huge pork roast, because I'm not one of those but hubby isn't either. But we're not one of those people that have meat with every meal. But I thought we could do a huge pork roast. It's just the two of us. The first night, we could put that pork roast in the crock pot with some potatoes, carrots, and onions. And we could have pork roast, potato, carrots, and onions for 2 nights. So that would take care of that. Then the third night, we can take the pork roast that's already cooked, left over, mix that with some barbecue sauce and have pulled pork barbecue sandwiches. And then the next night, when I'm like, okay, this is about the 4th day, I'm gonna take that pork and I'm just gonna make a quick hash, and we'll have hash and rice. So I'm gonna see if I can stretch that out. And that doesn't work for everybody. You know, everybody's tastes are different. Families are larger. You know, some people don't like eating leftovers. That's all okay. This is just, you know, on affairs in order with GiGi. It's just what works for, you know, our family. So I think that's kind of going to be the plan for the meat aspect of buying just one large roast and eating it in different ways. So we'll see how that works and see if that cuts down on anything. But of course, like everything, great plans don't always come to fruition. We all know how that goes. So, groceries, got it, $700. Now to gas. Y'all look at this. This is so sad. Look at this. I haven't done anything on these binders written out since July 28th. I gotta do better. Now I keep up with everything, but I need to do better in the binders. Because hubby told me when he went to get grocery money a couple times ago, but over the last time or two that he went and grabbed grocery money out of the envelope, he's like, I didn't know if that was right or not because there wasn't a lot of money in there and I didn't see anything written down. So that's on me. I need to keep better track of my binders, my trackers, because that's important. Especially when you've got multiple people pulling from the binder. So gas will be getting its $300. And y'all, if you are new here, welcome, welcome. We stuff all of our variable expenses the first of the month. Different budgeters do things differently. Some stuff their wallets every week. Some stuff every 2 weeks. We just stuff ours the first of the month, and that's how we do it. And it's just individual to your preference, how you get paid, what works for you. And then dine out, which we don't dine out, we take out, is gonna get $150. It's usual. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, and 50. And y'all, fast food is about as expensive as it is to sit down and go eat somewhere. Like, there isn't really a cheap method of quick meal. I mean, I guess there's dollar menus, but shoot, that's still not $1 anymore. They're like, what, $1 something? And if you're feeding, I mean, maybe for a kid, this little tiny cheeseburger might work, but for an adult, you're gonna have to buy several of those. I mean, let me get on. Speaking of size, hubby went and picked up my medicine for me, and he bought me a Reese bat. It wasn't a pumpkin, it was a bat. And he knows, you know, that I love those. So when he saw it, he picked it up because, you know, going into September, of course, Halloween stuff was already out, Christmas stuff is already out. But he gave me the little bat, and I opened it up. Y'all, that piece of candy was that big. I was like, what is this? Like, I remember, like, we could get a pumpkin, you know? We could get a nice piece of the individual. Everything's just so small, and the prices are going up. It's so funny. It's not funny, but it's funny in the haha, they think they're so smart that we're not gonna pick up on that, right? Like, wrong, we are picking up on it. Miscellaneous will always, you know what? Do I want to do 20s or do I want to do 100? You know what? I'm going to do 100 because it's harder for me to break 100 than it is for me to break a 20. So we're going to do 100 for miscellaneous. I go through, that is the hard part for me about picking denominations, because y'all know I don't like 50s. I mean, I like 50s in the sense of I like $50, but the bill itself, you know, I prefer 2 20s and a 10. But that's the part that I go back and forth on. Do I want, you know, 5 20s? Do I want a $100 bill? How do I, you know? And it all depends on how you use it. Like, for the dine out, I did 20s and a 10. Because usually hubby and I can eat somewhere, usually, together for about 20 bucks. If it's just a quick something. But if I had kids at home and things of that nature, I'd probably stuff larger bills, because that takes a greater amount of, you know, dining out. So that's how I just kind of go back and forth on whoops, which bills I should use and not. And it's just preference on what you like. So now we're going to giving. And y'all, I'm chatty today, so giving is getting 20. I hope y'all are okay with that. So now giving has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. So 140 for giving. I cannot believe that all this fall decor is out and all the Christmas stuff is coming out because it's still like 100 degrees here. It's like, I'm not ready for that yet, which y'all know I really don't decorate, except for Christmas. I really don't really decorate for the holidays, and that's just, like I said, personal preference on me. I'm not shaming anybody who does. I just don't, I mean, a couple of little things, I guess, would be maybe okay. But for me to, like, go full-fledged, like, decorate right now, I just think that would be a waste of money for us. You know, trying to get out of debt and things. But family is going to get $20 this week. So now family has $1,000 in the bank. 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So 1,100, 5, 10. $1,110 in family. And hubby, he gets his money the first of the month. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, and 50. So hubby gets 150. And y'all, this is just like if he needs work clothes, work boots, any tools, like things of that nature. So now hubby has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 8, 85, 6, 7. So he's getting up there. And hubby's job, if he does have to like buy, they provide his basic uniforms. But, you know, undershirts, thermal shirts, long sleeve shirts, boots, they will reimburse him, I think, a pair of boots a year. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 pairs of boots. But they will reimburse him. I have to figure out if that's 1 or 2 because I don't know. But that's all for our brown Louis V dupe. So now we're going into our white Louis V dupe, and we are back to stuffing medical because I know I will have to be going to MUSC for a different problem from my heart this time instead of my stomach, and I'm still waiting on them to give me a call of when that can be scheduled. Just while I'm on that train of thought, I did go to, you know, my general yearly appointment with my just regular primary care, and we got another issue. There's some issues with my kidneys, So towards the end of the month, I will be having a renal ultrasound. There were some issues with my kidney function, and I'm on 3 blood pressure medications, and my blood pressure is still pretty high. And so that's that. It's like, it's always something. You're like, I think, you know, I relate that to, you don't want to go like an older home. When you go to remodel, you tear one thing down and then there's 50 more things that you find. And I just feel like you start looking for one thing with my help and you just find so much more. Like, and I laugh about it to keep from crying. So medical is now gonna get $300. So wait a minute, I think I did this in, did I do this in 20? 1, 2, 3, no, I did this here. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So 300. So now medical has, well, that's 300, 1,506, 7 plus 3. So we got $2,000 in medical. Because Charleston is ridiculous. All right, car maintenance is fully funded. Emergency is going to be getting 100. So now emergency has $1,000 in the bank. 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87. So 17, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 1780 in our emergency fund. And then our extra credit card debt payment is gonna get 300. So 20, 40, 333. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320, 30, and 3 for our extra credit card debt. And how I figure out how much goes into this envelope every week when we stuff it is I pretty much just kind of get an idea of how much I want to go in the other sinking funds, and whatever's left over, that's what goes in there. And then when we close out our budget at the end of the month, we'll take half of what's left over and what's in here, mesh it together, and send that to a credit card. All right, pet care is fully funded with 1,000. Personal is fully funded with 1,500, which I may have to use that. I don't like pulling from other envelopes, but I may have to use that 1,500 in the personal to go along with the medical envelope, depending on how things happen. And I won't know whether I have to do that until. So I don't like doing that, but if I have to, I have to. I mean, you know, it's all our money, kind of, but you know, I'm gonna pull from another envelope before I put anything on a credit card, if you know what I'm saying. So now we got our black Louis V dupe. And we're gonna just put a little money. We gotta bend this down, it's wanting to fly. There we go. A little money in each of our envelopes just to keep them building slowly. Our clothing is gonna get, did I even put anything for clothing? Y'all, I didn't do anything for clothing this time. Okay, I guess we're not gonna do that. I totally missed that, and that's okay. We'll move on to the grandbabies binders. And the grandbabies will be getting $40, so 20 and 40. So now they have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 310, 25. So 325 for the grandbabies. And then our projects envelope, we got an estimate for the tree removal. And when hubby come back in and told me how much it was, about fell in the floor. 13 to 15,000. So we will definitely be getting another estimate. But I was like, good grief, that's what, half of what I paid for our house. Oh my goodness. But projects is gonna be getting 100. I was like, goodness, just for like cut down some trees. Like, just for cutting down some trees and moving them. But like I said, that's the good thing about estimates. You get a bunch of free estimates, then I take and just average them all to see kind of what the average is, and then go from there. Usually I don't ever go with the lowest estimate, because I'm scared. What kind of work am I gonna get? But then of course I never go to the highest one. So that's how we kind of do with estimates. But now projects has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, 60, 80, 7, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,020. But that's still a long way from 13 to 15,000. But it's a start, because we all got to start somewhere, right? And then we have our buffer. Our buffer is gonna get 40. So now our buffer has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 05. So that's a nice little buffer coming along there. All right. And y'all, that is our last binder. If you guys are leaving here, leave me a heart emoji down in the comments below. The rest of us are going to have a little fun and answer our promptu card question. Y'all stay around and answer this question with us. All right. We get some doozies of some questions sometimes. All right. If you could change your name, what would you choose? I don't think I ever thought about that. I I do know what my mom wanted to name me. She didn't get that, but my mom wanted to name me, because her name is Linda. She wanted to name me Rebecca Lynn and call me Becky. Well, she didn't get that because my dad named me. And also she didn't get to name my brother, because what she wanted to name my brother, now we don't have the same dad. My parents divorced when I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. But when my mom had my brother, I have one sibling by my mom. I was 13 when he was born. And then I have 2 siblings by my dad and my stepmom. And they, both brothers, I'm the only girl. And they were born when I was 18 and 21. So yeah, I have a child that's older than my youngest brother. But I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I'm okay with my name. I'm happy with my name. But if you could change your name, what would you choose? Y'all leave me your answers in the comments below. Wonder what name would I like? Nah, I'm okay with my name. Nobody ever calls me by my government name. Nobody calls me by my government name. No, nobody calls me by my government name, and I haven't. I've always been called GiGi, other nicknames, Irvin, Bone, City, like just I don't know. Like I guess my family was just one that just decided that my government name was not what they wanted to call me. Maybe my mom gave me the nickname because she wasn't happy that my dad overrode her with the Rebecca Lynn thing. But guys, I thank you so much for being here. If you will give this video a thumbs up, share this video with someone that you think may enjoy it, hit that subscribe button and come on over and be a BFF, a budgeting and financial friend. We have a great group. Y'all are my family. Like, it's not even like, y'all are my BFFs. Y'all are my people. So y'all come on over and hit that subscribe button. I thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me. Until next time, friends.